Oh, hello everybody. It's Jay White from Miami, Florida. Tonight we are interviewing. What's up? Hello everybody. It's Jay White, PK from Miami, Florida. Tonight it's going to be a great show. We are interviewing Javen, and tonight I got the host Amber. Amber, are you there?
Yes.
Hey.
What's going on, PK? How are you?
Yes. Tonight we got a great interview tonight. We're gonna be interviewing and hosting for Javen tonight. How do you feel tonight, Amber?
Listen, I feel good. It's Thursday. It's almost to the weekend, but this is
I can't hear you, but I know you can hear me, but I cannot hear you.
I see. So hopefully you guys can hear me now. Is that the case? Hopefully so. If you guys can, let's see, we'll get some feedback on that momentarily. We'll get PK back in here. So welcome everybody to the listening party for Javen, a new single. Yes, well overdue. No Turning Back is the new single, and it is officially out tomorrow, everybody. So listen, we're going to get PK back, but listen, we're going to get the man himself. You know, he wears a lot of hats. And so we're going to bring Javen on, and we're just going to talk to him a little bit, see what's been going on, things that have been happening, and it's going to bring us full circle into now. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Javen.
What's up?
Hey man, what's up?
I'm excited. We got like some technical difficulties, I see.
But you know, we just keep pushing.
Yeah. We gotta hopefully we can get on IG live. JP, I'm not
okay.
I see Facebook.
Okay.
But we're not on IG live. And hopefully we can get some folks to get in here.
So how about this? Before you start going into the backstory, kind of catching us up, I guess it wouldn't hurt, you tell me, we can play the song for those that are on and those that are coming in, and we can possibly mitigate some of those. We'll work out some things, right? So listen, you're getting it before you get the backstory. You're going to get the song before the backstory. And, you know, it might even make even more sense to you. So let's do that. Let's go to the song, the new single from Javen, No Turning Back. Definitely agree.
Headlines everywhere and the world is broken. Truth is drowned by lies, every word that's spoken. But darkness has to fade when we call his name. Let's lift Jesus high. Things are about to change. Hey, I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. No. Hey, people are losing hope, searching for a sign. But it's good to know you are God's design. All things working together, and it's for your good. Get ready for victory where pain once stood. Hey, I have decided. No turning, no turning. I have. No. Following Jesus. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Definitely.
we gotta bring the producer in, man. The guy that made all them beats.
All of
the
that.
one and only. The one and only.
What's
All the
up?
Mr. D-Lo, what's
H-Town.
good?
What's up, man? How you doing right now?
Man, I'm honored to be here, man. Thank y'all for having me, Jay. Thank y'all. Jay is a big brother, man. So I'm grateful to even have this chance to be here and share the stage with y'all.
So let me ask you too, since you're on here, man. What are your thoughts? What do you think about the project? How you guys come together? What role you play in this particular song and this hit here?
It's crazy because Javen will be at the grocery store somewhere and just randomly yo, I got something. He'll send me a voice. Yo, I got some. We need to get on it now. Like we gotta do it. And so, I've been knowing Javen for a very, very, very long time, and we have this great relationship. So when I know the urgency in his voice, and when he sent me the voice note, man, I just went into the lab, started listening to certain things. He gave me a ideal of what he wanted and how he wanted it to smack, and I just, I start sending him ideas. He'll send it back. Hey, put this. Hey, we need this a little, whatever. And then I'll send it back, and he'll be like, "That's it. Let's roll with it." That's
Nice.
How long did this project take to put together?
Well, I didn't do the whole project. I did about probably 3 songs on it, 3 or 4 songs, something like that. And it's just Javen, man. He's definitely, once he hears something, it's time to go, and that's one thing I respect about him. Even like watching the Michael movie, Michael said, "Yes, I need to hurry up and get in the studio before God give it to Prince." And so, so the urgency of hey, look, once God downloaded, once we get it, it's time to roll. So it happened, pretty quickly between the songs that me and him did.
What is that feeling, I guess, when you're actually in the studio, you're actually creating the project, and then later on you actually see it manifest? Oh, what is that journey like for us?
Oh man, so it's an amazing journey because we've listened to it 1,000 times, but I think the joy is seeing people smile at the end of it. I think the joy is seeing the testimonies after them was like, oh my God, like, wow, I didn't know I needed that song. The people we let hear it is like, oh my gosh. So I think all of that going back and forth, and sometimes me and Javen, we bump heads a little bit, but that's always the journey, man. It's like feeding kids, when you're cooking for your family and then they come in and say, man, this tastes so good. It's like, it's a relief. So, it's definitely a great experience to see the smiles on people's faces.
That's good. So Javen, he was just telling me that you would send him notes, you would send him certain hooks or something, and how you guys put this together.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how these songs start, like how trashy these.
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask something about that.
Random.
Yeah, this is like the start. First off, let me shout out everybody that's commenting down there. First off, what's up, y'all? Love y'all. Now Church, a lot of Now Church. Goodyear, my old buddy from college. I see all kind of random people. Spencer, DJ Spencer, all y'all. We love y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. Y'all tell everybody else, get on. Dietrich Hatton's gonna be showing up at some point, so you ain't gonna want to miss him. And y'all got a rock star. Y'all got 3 rock stars right now. You got Amber Shaw, you got D-Lo, and you got our very own J White PK, all in the building. So I'm telling you, you're about to hear a lesson in music, especially you artists out there and songwriters and up and coming. Y'all want to tune in for this one. But yeah, man, like these songs, man, they start off very, very unattractive. They you'll be surprised how nothing a song can start. You're talking about scratchy voices, jacked up lyrics, and a melody and whatnot. And I'm a musician, but I'm not an instrumentalist. So I hear stuff. I hear melodies, lyrics, and things like that. But I don't have the ability to chord it out and whatnot. And this is why you got to work with someone that is very, very gifted and extremely talented in that area. And I would tell you that it's like my little brother, man. D-Lo, man. Just to watch him now, he's been playing with me for years. You're talking what? Well over 20 years, I guess. Like
20
yeah, it was crazy, just for many years. And just to watch his come up and his ear, he has developed an incredible ear for sound and for creating greatness out of nothing. And everybody can't do that. So I do want to say that everybody can't do that. Everybody can't take, what I'm sending him is like a little recording. Like I might have said something like, "I decided follow G," something crazy. And at best, I probably gave him an idea of kind of what I want the song to sound like. And then the maestro gets to working and sends it back, and it just goes back and forth a lot of times, by the way, before y'all hear it.
Mm-hmm. So I was going to ask about the whole voice notes and things like that. Can you guys hear me? First of all, I want to make sure that okay. Yeah. So I was going to, when you were talking about the voice notes and everything, it was like, so as a producer, D-Lo, do you prefer something like that? Do you prefer the artist be in the studio with you, or, like what's better for you or the situation, I guess?
Sometimes most of the times I like the voice notes better because they're in their personal space. Sometimes studio intimidates artists. Sometimes they can't think. Sometimes it depends on who's in there. It depends on what type of studio you in. All of that matters. So I like voice notes better because I can feel the energy in that moment. Like, one of the voice notes Javen sent me, I think he was on the treadmill. He was working out, but you see how fit he is.
Let's go.
He don't age, man. He don't age, man. He don't age. But he sent me a voice note, and I heard the excitement in the book. Like it was like, yo, we got another hit. Like it just like it was just like, and I felt the energy. And so that's what I love voice. I love voice notes because, it's in the moment. Sometimes you by yourself. Sometimes you in the car. It captures that actual moment versus in the studio. A lot of artists try to put on. They got to put on, they put on the clothes, the cologne, the perfume, the makeup. And it's just like sometimes it could be watered down sometimes. So,
I want to say something right here, too. I think like what D just said. And other artists and songwriters will tell you this too. You know when you got a hit. Some certain songs like the moment, and that's what he's talking about. So I remember being on the treadmill. If you push me long enough, I remember everything. But I remember that treadmill. As soon as I heard it, I remember saying to D, man, this is a hit. I'm telling you, we got it. And that's the other thing too. When you're doing a collab, you got to bring your creative skills to the table so that whoever you're working with can catch what you're putting down. Mm-hmm. And that is so very important. And I want to say too, sometimes people think that, the first time you put it out or the first time, whatever, you got it. No, sometimes you have to,
I was going to add to that, Jay, like as a producer, you have to have patience because sometimes the artist you probably don't understand, especially if it's the first time. Now, like Javen said, I've been knowing him 20 years, so I know him. But even in that, there was a few times I didn't get it right, and he was like, that ain't it. I didn't get upset. I didn't get mad and say, yo, bro, I'm producing and this and that. And it's just like, okay, cool. Let me get to it. I'm reminded of Pharrell's story. It took him 7 times to get happy. And people don't understand. It took him 7 times. They kept saying no, they kept saying no, they kept saying no, they kept saying no. And he didn't get mad. He just said, you know what, let me have patience to try to figure out what are they looking for. And so as a producer, I'm glad you said that, Jay, like it wasn't this when we first started. It wasn't this. But because we're in it and we know he knows what he wants and I know what he's looking for, as much as we kept stirring, and we added a little salt, a little pepper, and it became what it is now. So
I want to say too, a good producer will make you write better. Okay, a good producer will make you sing better. Like he'll cause for your your melody to go up like to another level. So that's the other beauty about this song.
Yeah.
And then working with D is like once he sent the track back to me, it made me want to go back and I rewrote some stuff. You know, like I remember the first line of the song. I remember changing that up. Headlines everywhere, the world feels broken. Truth is drowned by lies, by every word that's spoken. But darkness has to fade when you call his name. Let's lift Jesus high. And then this is what changed for me once I heard his beat. It's time for a change. And because it was like, oh, then I was like, oh, that ain't nothing to say there. Just put an O right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And that took us into the hook. I have decided.
Yep.
Well, with that, that's awesome. So I think that's awesome. So I'm trying to get this right over here, but we'll figure it out. I love the fact that, you know, you all have the connection, the background, the longevity of the relationship and things like that. I think that has a lot to do with relationships, was obviously with relationships, but with how songs come out. Like, you know, you don't have to be ultimately just upset because they say, nah, bro, you know, no, Javen, you know, this is not it. So I think having the chemistry and, you know, having the familiarity, you know, with the producers and things like that are really, really, it creates a good synergy. So essentially it creates a good synergy.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it.
I
think that it's always so important that you honestly know the people you're working with. And then I'll go back to what D-Lo said about being patient. Like, you really do have to be patient when you start talking about writing a hit. I don't think sometimes people even understand how many people are in the room, how many hands are in the pot in order to create a hit song. And it's just a straight miracle that you don't have really a lot of hands in this song. You know, you're talking about me and D-Lo. People are like, who wrote the song with you? I was like, D-Lo. It was like, who produced the song? I was like, D-Lo. Like, it's just us.
Love it.
We did it. And at some point, my boy D's probably gonna pop on here at any moment. And I'll let him tell you the story about how that happened. So I'm gonna say that story. But let's do this right quick. Let's play the song again. Let people that just joined hear the song and crank it up a little bit. You know.
Headlines everywhere and the world is broken. Truth is drowned by lies, every word that's spoken. But darkness has to fade when we call his name. Let's lift Jesus high. Things are about to change. To know you are God's design, all things working together, and it's for your good. Get ready for victory where pain once stood. Hey, I have decided. No turning, no turning. I have.
the summer declaration. It is a summer declaration. I love that. I love that. No turning back from Javen, recording artist, pastor of the Now Church, all of those things. He's so many things. He's so many things. And so, Javen, let's catch people up. Can you guys? Okay, so you can hear it. Let's catch people up for those that haven't been on the journey with you. Kind of take us from the last time you recorded or had a song at radio to now.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is my first song.
Truncated version.
Okay, yeah, because it's been a minute. It's my first song in over a decade. And as a result, most of you know, about 13 years ago, I came down to launch Now Church, and it's a thriving church. What's up, Now Church? Now people, y'all better represent. Stop playing. One church, 2 locations now, and kicking butt. To God be all the glory. But obviously, when you're launching the church, it comes with that a lot of family issues, a lot of concerns, and what people are going through, and all that kind of stuff. And as a result of that, you're kind of more focused on, because I'm a real pastor. I really believe in shepherding people, and so I've been focused on that. Now, I will say this: while I've been doing that, I have been doing movies, I have been doing television, I have been doing producing, and all that other kind of stuff. I just haven't been writing songs or being in the studio or any of that kind of thing, or really had a desire for singing. And then in 2023, man, it seems like the bottom dropped off. I definitely went through my Job season. And I talk more about this in my book that's coming out next year. A little plug right there, called Not Quitting, Breaking But Not Quitting. And I lost my brother. I lost my brother-in-law. The church lost its building. I got diagnosed with cancer. Then my executive pastor died. All of them. My brother was 58. My Charlie was 42, and going on 43. And it just was devastating. I'm going quick. But it was really catastrophic for me personally. It was catastrophic for our church family. It was catastrophic for our family. Like, it was hard. It was hard. I went through a very dark season. And I remember just preaching through that, leading through that as best I could. I felt like I was picking up both my entire family and my church family in my hands and just going through. And something happened, man. When we left 25, going into 26, God said, this is the year of freedom. And it just also, like, as soon as God prophesied that, man, the floodgates of songs and music and the desire to get back in the studio and really, really start working really hit. And I don't believe in singing stuff just to sing. I believe if you ain't got nothing to say, you shouldn't be singing, and if you ain't got nothing to say, you shouldn't be recording. But man, it came back, my love for the studio, because I feel like I got a touch of claustrophobia. So I like to be in the studio too long. And again, recording and stuff is a lot of patience, like D-Lo was saying, man. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So coming back to the studio was hard, but once I was back, I was ready to go, and we're good. Hey, they telling me D is here, so y'all want to bring the myth, the legend, the one and only,
What's up, legend is here.
What's up, David? The team.
Look all the words in the back. Oh my God.
Oh, look. I didn't do that on purpose, man. I didn't do that. That's just the background. I got to show out on you, Javen. I got to show out. Just so y'all know, Javen is my brother from another mother, literally. I'm here in Los Angeles, but when I first came to Los Angeles, I crashed at Javen's house, at his apartment. When I needed shelter, what's the old song? When I needed shelter, and when you need a friend, it was my brother Javen that gave me shelter and an ear to hear. And so I forever love my brother. And it's a party, man. It's a party.
It's a party. Hey, Dietrich wrote that whole, what's the song? What's the album? What album is that?
Together in Worship.
Mm-hmm. Dietrich wrote that whole album in my house. I keep telling him,
I sure did.
From that album.
I wrote He's Able. I wrote your
he
song,
kept coming up
You Are God.
I got another one, Doc.
Yeah. That means that's glory around you, Doc. You got hits in your atmosphere.
Hey, do you know D-Lo, the producer?
I think so. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. But good to meet you, man. Again. Good
Pleasure to meet you again, man. We done met a few times.
Yes, sir.
Honor, bro. It's an honor for real.
Likewise.
I've known D-Lo since he was a kid, man. This guy is extremely talented. He's the one that produced this song. But let me tell y'all what happened. And D, you could tell what your process was. So when I sung the melody, I gave it to D-Lo. He began to work on the track for the song, and I had the lyrics. And then the way I was singing it, I didn't like it. I was like, when D-Lo brought the track back, Dietrich, the track was so hot. I was like, this ain't gonna work with what I'm doing. But, I'm TBN and all that. Shut up! Don't say nothing.
You gotta come out of TBN, though.
Oh my God!
I said, so I gotta get the vocal maestro in here. And I don't even know what I said. Do you remember what I said to you about it, or what I said, or anything?
No. Who, me or D-Lo?
You.
You just love the track. You love the song, and you told me, "Hey, man, come what you got?" On this. And man, we flow just like that. You give me what you talk about. You give me what that is, and we're gonna flow in it.
No, you know what I at first, because all right, so for y'all don't know, seriously, Dietrich is ridiculously busy. You're talking about movie producer. He's a pastor like me. Not only a pastor, he is also he launched this church. There's a difference pastor in the church by hire, and you building your own church. So he's built,
right.
He's got to go to Bible study in a little while. So he got his church, and then he's touring. In my opinion, Dietrich is like the prince of gospel music, because he's always in the studio, always working. So I was thinking to myself, first off, I ain't gonna get him on the phone. That's the first problem. Secondly, if I send this to him, he's gonna be like, man, I ain't got time to work with this little piece of song. So the fact that, I text you, it's not coming back to me. So I text you, and I said, man, I got this song, but I don't like the melody on the chorus. I said, I need you to do something with the chorus. And I said, what do you think? And you said back to me immediately, you said, brother, send it to me. You said, send it to me. And then you took it, and I don't know how long it took, but it wasn't long. But you took that thing and you recorded, you sung the hook, what they hear now. You sung that, and I took that. You did all three parts too. Do you remember that?
I remember.
You don't remember none of that.
But let me tell you something, Javen. A song will write itself. When I heard the track, it was incredible. Great job, my bro, on the track itself. So I really believe just flowing in what God is already doing with the melody or the heart of the producer. And it just flowed, man. And then it heard your vision and heard, you gave me the foundation of it. And so I'm glad to be in the number, man, and to be a part of, helping to create something incredible, an incredible song that I know the nations are going to be blessed by. And so, man, but Javen don't know. I want to just let everybody know this, that I will stop anything for Javen. I will do anything for you, brother. Wow. And that's just the way it is. There's some people you put in, God places in your life to be a real brother, a real friend. And, you have to stop anything you're doing if they need you to help contribute on anything. There was a season in my life where I just needed a brother. I needed a friend, and I couldn't find a lot. I couldn't find too many of them. Everybody got scared and got quiet on me. When you got your real friends, when everybody else gets scared and quiet on you, don't know what to say, don't know what to do. Yeah. But Javen was right there. So whether it's a song, whether it's whatever, I'm going to stop and contribute and do my part for Pastor Javen. And the song wrote itself. I can't take any credit for any part of it. You got the vision for it. D-Lo producing it. Javen, I'm just glad to add a little sauce here and there to add to what God has already given you guys, man. I'm glad to be in the number, glad to be a part. Incredible, awesome. Incredible.
So, Mr. Dietrich, how are you, sir?
I can't complain, Amber.
Awesome. Now, I was going to ask Javen. Now, you just said that you slept on his couch. Now, Javen, why did you think that he was not going to help out with the song, or at least answer the call? So that was my first thing. I was like, no, none of that. But Dietrich, have you heard the finished product yet?
Have I heard? Did you send me the last mix of it?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Well, this is a good insert. This is a good segue into Dietrich hearing the song. So if we can play the song one more time, No Turning Back, Javen, and Dietrich with his sprinkles of things on it. Let's hear it. Let's go.
Dietrich arranged that whole vocal. He being humble. He arranged all them vocals.
Okay, love it. Love that.
Let me be humble, Doc. Let me be humble. I need that in my life. I come against that arrogant spirit that come over me every now and then. Go ahead. You got to rebuke yourself, Doc.
Yeah.
Headlines everywhere and the world is broken. Truth is drowned by lies. Every word that's spoken, but darkness has to fade when we call His name. Let's lift Jesus high. Things are about to change. Yeah, I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. No, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Hey, people are losing hope, searching for a sign. But it's good to know you are God's design. All things working together, and it's for your good. Get ready for victory where pain once stood. Hey, I have decided. No turning, no turning. I have. No, 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 no. Following Jesus. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Ain't no turning around, no. Said it ain't no turning around, no. Ain't no turning around, no. Ain't no turning around, no. Ain't no turning. Ain't no turning around, no, no. Said I'm not going back, not going back. I'm not going back, no. This joy I have, the world didn't give it, no. And they can't take it away from me.
All right, Dietrich, what you think?
Ooh, smash. Hands down. Stellars. Dubs.
Let's go. Prophesy.
Grammys. Let's get it,
Talk
Doc.
about it. Talk about it.
Every quick to, you can learn it really fast. It's a sing along. That's how you know it's a hit. Where it's not hard and complicated. It's straightforward. It definitely releases an anointing and a good spirit. It's a great time for this to be released for the summer. You riding along with it. Ain't no turning back, no.
Yeah.
That's cold. So I love it.
From the radio space,
Right.
For gospel radio specifically, but for radio, it's singable, like you said. It's singable. The hook is there. It is a summer declaration. That's what we're calling it, a summer declaration.
Wow.
And so, yeah, super excited about this. Super excited about this. I do want to say hello to everyone that's in the chat. Keep coming, keep commenting, and doing all of the things. Now, I've listened to the song a whole bunch of times, but on the second play for this live, I finally heard the lyrics, "Get ready for victory, where pain once stood." That's my line right there. Get ready for victory, where pain once stood. Javen, dive into that a little bit.
Well, that's it. That was what I was talking about earlier. Like when we, I went through I was telling them how we went through like 3 years of just loss, man, with my brother, my executive pastor. We lost our building, and I went through a health scare, and I lost my brother-in-law. And it was almost like, because of all that compact, I don't care who you are, when you take on that much in that short period of time, you're going to go through some pain. You're going to feel that. And I think the greatness of the story of Job and the greatness of the story of Joseph is that they did not allow what they went through to become a defeat. The pain was there, but where there once was pain, God replaced it with victory. God replaced it with purpose. God replaced it with joy. But it did not go without experiencing the pain. Now, I wouldn't want to go through that again. But what I will say is I thank God for the victory that came out of that, or as a result of that. And that's why I think at the end of the day, that in the day and time when you have so many leaders and so many influencers and apostles and prophets and everybody telling you do this, do that, that you need to scale all that back and get back to Jesus.
Amen. I love it. I love it. D-Lo or PK, thoughts, comments? What you got for me?
I wanted to definitely say, I remember some of the sessions that we had when Javen would come in and record. One of the things I love that I definitely know that is in this particular record was that Javen was always intentional about the atmosphere. The days he would actually book the days to come and record, he always was saying to me, I want to be mentally ready. And then when you hear like we were saying earlier, the energy in that song, to be in the studio with him at the time, hearing him record and laying the vocals down and singing everything, it let me know how important it is as artists to be mentally and spiritually prepared to come into any session. So I definitely want to say that was one of the things I love about what Javen was doing when he was with his records, just really being intentional about creating the atmosphere to create those type of records too.
Dietrich, talk about that a little bit. I learned that from you, I would say. Just working with Dietrich, Dietrich is a beast in the studio, just a ridiculous. Talk about that. So those that are up and coming or watching this and trying to figure out how do you do that? What's the process of being in the studio? Mentally.
I think you definitely have to go. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like the fact that you wanted to make sure the atmosphere was fresh and you did it when you felt it and when you felt the unction to do it. I think that's very important. You got to know that it's almost like an anointing comes over you for a particular message in a song. And I could feel that as I hear the song. I can hear the victory in your voice. I can hear the jubilee. I can hear the message very clear, and the anointing as we listen to it. Ain't no turning back, So I think that's very important, that you have to be in the right spirit, in the right headspace, and have the right kairos moment to deliver what needs to be delivered for a song, And so I think that was awesome that you called and say, hey, man, let's make sure that, I'm ready now, And sometimes you got to get it while the getting is good. I do it all the time, man. Sometimes those songs, you really can't control when a song comes to you, You got to just capture. It's like lightning in the bottle. Sometimes it could be 3 a.m, It could be early in the morning. And if you got a friend that understands the process, you can say, hey, man, I got to get in the lab because this idea, this song, No Turning Back, just hit my heart, and I got to sing it while I have the anointing for it. So I'm a firm believer in that. Some of my strong hits that I've had has come by moving quickly once it hit me, and making sure that the atmosphere was set for me to be able to. You got to get it while the anointing is on you for it. It's the bottom line. You got to move, Doc, because a hit song is really literally like lightning in the bottle. You got to capture it and get it I remember writing Sinner's Prayer, and I got this song in my dream, the whole melody. I could have been dead, sleeping in my grave. The whole song in my dream. Jumped up and went to my piano and wrote the whole song. Maybe an hour or so later, I called Terrence Hurd. And said, bro, we got to do this song now. I'm on my way. He opened up the studio, got it done. So that's how, hit songs sometimes are created when the producers and writers and the artists, they're on one accord and they understand, hey man, we got to get it off of us. We got to get it down the tape. We get this anointing that just came over us and capture this and it never fails. It connects with people. It connects with hearts. People get it right off the bat, and that's what's going to happen with this song. It's just one of those contagious songs. You can tell that it's one of those lightning in the bottles. It don't come every day, but it's necessary at the right time. So I love what you're doing. I love it.
Thank you, my brother, man. You hit the nail on the head, because that's exactly what happened. Before you came on, D-Lo was talking about how he heard the intensity in my voice because I was on the treadmill, and that's exactly what happened. Man, I was like, man, this is it, and I started singing it. What I was getting, at the time, and thank God he was anointed enough to catch what I was putting down and was able to deliver it. What I do want to say, and I don't think we said it yet, the song comes out midnight tonight, y'all. It comes out midnight tonight. Yeah, so we need everybody.
Let's
go, man. We need everybody to
get it.
Download No Turning Back midnight tonight. And let's watch this thing. And hey, D, something else they did? The kids did a line dance. They created a line dance to this song. Hey, JP, you got a little bit of, can you show a little bit of that video?
That's about to go viral, man.
That's crazy, right?
Headlines everywhere and the world is broken. Truth is trivialized, every word that's spoken. But darkness has to fade when we call his name. Let's lift Jesus high. Things are about to change. Hey, I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. No. No. People are losing hope.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
I love it.
Crazy.
TikTok. It's going on TikTok, going viral, Doc.
I was just going to say that, Javen.
Hey, prophesy.
Yeah, we definitely have to push it to TikTok, and of course, your church can be a part of all of that, which they already are. So, that's going to be fire. Y'all got to. I'm in Houston, but listen, somebody got to send me some steps or something.
Hey, I want to see. Hey, you do them line dances like that? It was hard for me.
Oh, I got my young people. They crazy over here in LA, Doc. They'll do something crazy. They'll do something crazy with it, Doc.
Buddy,
I'll put them on.
Yeah, put them on. That'd be great. By the way, me and Dietrich have a song. The album comes out in the fall. This is the first single from the album. There's a duet that I do with my brother that we wrote together. That's a banger. Y'all hear about that later on in the year. But Dietrich is going to feature on that project. D, I want to hold you up. You got to run. Anything else you want to say or anything else you want to talk about?
I'm old school, Doc. I still teach Bible study, Doc. We got Thursday night Bible study. But I had to come celebrate with you, man, because I am excited for the song. I am excited for what God's going to do with it. Yeah, man, I'm your number one fan, to be honest with you. I want everybody to know this is real love. So whenever Javen call, I'm coming, and whenever he's doing something musically or spiritually or just regular, just need a friend and brother, I'm right here with them. We need more people that understand relationships in the kingdom, in the body of Christ, and I want to see more of that. So I think I'm excited to be a part of everything you're doing. All right, great to see y'all. Thanks, Javen, for the time, man.
Appreciate you,
I'm
brother.
on at midnight. I'm downloading at midnight, Doc. I got you.
Come on, brother.
Hey, tell the city to download it.
Yes,
Tell him to
sir.
download it.
Yeah.
I will, for sure.
Love you,
All
my
right.
brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate
All right.
it.
So with that being
Javen,
said,
I want
like,
to ask you: is
Go ahead.
this leading up to an album or something, or are you just dropping a single? What's going on? What's happening?
D-Lo, tell him you've been working on some of the other stuff. Talk about it.
Oh man, it's high energy. Every song has been like this. I'm not over exaggerating because I did it or because we're here, but man, every song. And the crazy thing is, I think the album was closed. Correct me if I'm wrong. The album was closed, and bro hit me again and was like, "Yo, oh my God, I feel it again." And then it happened again. That happened like twice. So I'm not even kidding. The album was closed, and he hit me like 1 or 2 times afterwards and was like, "Hey, we got to put this on the album. We got to do this." So I can only imagine what the label was saying. Like, okay, Javen, we understand it. We got to close the album now, but that's what happens when you in the flow. When you feel it, you gotta get it, because when you off, you off. It ain't nothing happen. But when you on, you gotta take advantage of it. You have to take advantage of it. So.
Well, like he said, like D just said, lightning in the bottle, man. When you start talking about a great song, you're talking lightning in the bottle. It's really, really true. I haven't even thought of it that way, but it's true, man. It's like if you don't catch it, you lose it. Or go back to like what you said, Michael Jackson said, I got to get in the studio right now for Prince, for God get this thing to Prince, both of them was Jehovah's Witness. And probably that was something spiritual to them, even though they weren't necessarily writing gospel tunes. Still, we know all good things come from the Lord above, all inspiration, all creativeness. And so it's true when you, so D-Lo brought it up. So since he brought it up, I'm going to let y'all be transparent a little bit. But it's true. I was rapping on the project. I was like, this is all we're doing. And it was like, God was like, no, we're not finished. We're not finished. And that's really something to be mindful of, that, to artists out there, and just to Dietrich, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all can tell me and Dietrich real boys, man. That was really my one a dear friend. But Dietrich said to me one time, we were both working on an album around the same time, in California, and I remember kind of getting through, or thought I was through with the album, and he said, do you like what you have? And I said, yeah. And he said, are you sure? And at first I was offended by that question. But I realized what he was saying was, man, don't put this out until you got everything you want to say on here, or until you got that right collection of songs. And that always stuck with me, to not, I don't care how many times you have to go back and you got to put pause on the album to go back and get, because if we did not put pause on that album, y'all wouldn't be, we wouldn't be dropping No Turning Back tonight, midnight. And do the challenge too, do the dance.
I've heard this a couple of times in the conversation tonight, and I didn't say anything, but when you brought it back up again, it's about hearing God's voice. So yielding to what's going on to actually hear his voice and then move forward with instructions. And like you were saying, had you, wrapped on what you had, then again, we would not be here talking about this particular song, the No Turning Back song. So be mindful, be open to God's voice.
And think about it. Like, what if I would have reached out to D and he would have been like, hey, listen, whatever. But his obedience of just saying, I hear my brother, and I hear the intensity in his voice about what he has. And that does something to you, man. That to have a partner that would, pick up what you're putting down immediate. And I'm talking about immediate.
Yeah, I don't even think I was home. I think I was in Florida. I think I was in Florida. You on the road. Yeah, I was on the road, and like you said, that the heart of my bro, and hearing the heart and his love and passion in that voice note, it was just like, even just reading the text message, I could feel it. It was just like, all right, cool. Let me let me go ahead and get on top of this. So definitely being sensitive to all the producers that are out there. You have to know your artists, man, and being sensitive to where they are. Like I didn't realize till this show that this is your first single in a while. I haven't realized that, and now I see it makes sense. It makes sense, but in the moment, I couldn't think about myself. I had to think about his vision and the overall reason why I'm here and why he called me, because Javen can really call anybody he wanted to call. Dietrich hopping online and other producers he's friends with and good with. So, I want to publicly say thank you. I already told him, but want to say, publicly say thank you because, producing things that this my baby too, and people seeing my name in a different light. It's amazing. And, and it's crazy because after 20 years, this is our first time actually doing something on tape, like actually recording and writing.
I tried to get him to come down and start the church with me, y'all.
I already had no move. If I was in Florida, I would have came. But
he was supposed to be y'all MD. He would have been a pastor by now.
I remember. Out of all the flights I've taken many flights. I think I was flying maybe 4 or 5 times a week, and my very first flight was with him 20 years ago. Wow. I had never been on an airplane. I had never, just been in that light of plane and flying me out to San Diego, California. You know what I'm saying? You remember? Yeah.
It was doing the worship in the now.
Worship in the now, man. And I'll never forget that. And so fast forward to now to actually producing, it's definitely an honor, man. So I salute you, bro. And the song comes out at midnight. Y'all make sure y'all set your alarm clocks for 11:30. If for all the early people who go to bed, the people who go to bed at 9 and 9:30.
We're not going to bed early tonight. We're not going to bed early tonight. No, we're not going to bed early tonight.
Just in case you do, set your alarm, set 2 of them, 11:30 and 11:45.
Yes.
Or they can pre-order. Hey, JP, can you put that link in the chat? That pre-order link, because that's what I did. You could pre-order and go ahead and buy it, and it'll just automatically drop down in your thing.
So listen, and that's a great thing. So they're going to put the link in the chat, and so it's going to be, you can get your pre-order. So if we got any early to bed, this is for my early to bed, or if you don't feel like you're going to be able to remember, definitely go ahead and do all of the things, download it. Go ahead and purchase it. It'll be where it needs to be after midnight and stuff. But this is what we do at the listening party. We're going to hear the song a couple more times. Javen, are you up for questions from the chat?
Absolutely.
At all?
Y'all, let's go.
All right. So everyone who's in the chat, listen, go ahead. If you have questions for Javen and No Turning Back, maybe there's some lyrics that stood out to you, or maybe we haven't, talked about something that you want answers to, go ahead, start doing that, and we'll start looking at the chat. But again, at midnight, No Turning Back, Javen is back, like, already.
And they just put the link in there too. The pre-order link is in there, so now y'all can go
pre-order. I see it. Yes.
Yeah, and when you click that link, it gives you all the different, like if you do Spotify, if you do iTunes, whatever, Apple Music. All the options are all there. And hey, y'all, do me a favor, take that and post it and tweet it out and text it out to your friends and family. They tell me if we get a good several hundred downloads, we could chart this thing.
Yep, definitely on the digital side. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. So we need everybody. So everybody that's in the chat, do what you do. Send a text message, send that link to your cousin, your second cousin on your daddy's side, possibly twice removed, because we love them still. Amen. So we want you guys to just spread the word, No Turning Back. And I believe that this song is going to bless so many people. You know, so we're going to help it go out to the masses. Radio has it already. They're starting to play it. You know, we're going to get it on the digital side and things like that. But listen, with your help, you know, no turning back. Again, it's already a summer declaration, you know, but we want to continue to push it to the masses. PK, what you got for us, sir?
I got a question out there that somebody sending in. How do you balance ministry and the music industry? Ministry and in the music ministry?
That's good.
It's a great question. Honestly, I think that if it's really in you, then it's not really that hard. I think if you're trying to make something happen, then yeah, I can see where it can get really off. But I really don't go chasing down stuff. I don't go chasing down opportunities to preach or do ministry. I don't go chasing down opportunities to do music or any of that kind of stuff. To be honest with you, it comes, it comes, you know, for the most part to me. And, you know, of course you select it and you work it out with your schedule. And I think a huge part of a ministry is building a healthy team. And I'm very proud to say that we've been able to build an incredible team at Now Church. Minister, we Javen and PK right now on this platform. But, you know, technically he's Minister Joshua, Pastor Javen, you know, to our Now family. And that's really key. Because of them, I'm able to do what I need to do, whatever it is. You know, people that, you know, some people may or may not know, I work with a lot of different artists, you know, the Jonas Brothers, Demi Lovato, and Elton. I mean, all types of, I've been called to do work with all types of people, Gladys Knight. And the way I've been able to do that effectively is by being able to throw the ball to a team member and let them keep it going. And so I think that's key in everything you do. You have to build a team. Stop trying to do everything by yourself. If you're launching anything, a production company, a ministry, if you're doing everything, I'm telling you that's not the way to do it.
With this song, No Turning Back, did you have a goal? Because, you know, most artists define success based on a certain goal they had set. Was there anything in mind that you had a vision for when the song was completed itself?
I wanted this song to get nominated. I wanted me and D-Lo to be nominated. You know, I don't care if it's a Stellar, I don't care if it's a Dove, I don't care if it's a Grammy. I was like, this is a hit. It needs to be nominated. I love the message. I want people to turn back to Jesus. And I'm really talking to even the religious community, because I think we've gotten into apologetics a lot, and we're demonizing a lot of people. We're marginalizing people, and we're going into the letters of Paul, and we're finding ourselves just constantly slicing and dicing people left and right. And if I wasn't a church kid, I would be confused about if I could be qualified to be a Christian. But when I look at the message of Christ, when I look at the words of Jesus, when I look at the example of what he said, I realize I belong. I realize a lot of us that the church sometimes pushed to the side belong. And that is very important to me, that we are really pushing the message of Jesus, bringing Jesus back. And so that's what I want. I want us to be able to say, hey, listen, not only nominated, but that we won a song that turned people back, you know, that turned people back to Jesus. So yeah, that was I was intentional, like, yo, we got to write a hit, and it needs to be nominated, and the industry needs to recognize it.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I love that. I got one more for you. Amber, take a look at our comments too, and let me know when you're ready. But I wanted to ask you, Javen, in your music career, what has been one of the biggest challenges that have, I guess, stood out to you? And I'm sure where you at today that you have overcome. But is there something you can share with us that one of your biggest challenges that can help other gospel artists that are coming in? Because we know we have a whole new generation of gospel artists doing things at this time.
Great question. And when you get a certain age, it's so fun to be transparent. Yo, listen, I would say the first thing is trying to identify my sound. You know, I think that's something that every artist has to do. And if you don't, you know, if you're not brought up in a musical town like Detroit or, you know, Nashville or something like that, and you're way down here in Hollywood or Miramar, Florida in the 80s, ain't nothing really popping. You got to figure that out on your own. And obviously, a lot of artists do what a lot of us do. You know, you look at somebody else, you look at BB, and you look at the wine, and you look at somebody commission, and then you just automatically try to sound like that. And because that's all you know to do. And you just got to be careful if you're going to be an artist, if you're going to be in the music business, you're going to have to create your own sound. And once I identified that, the next challenge was breaking down barriers. So, you know, for a long time and a good part of my career, for the most part of my career, I was what you consider an independent artist because they didn't know what to do with me. Now you have worship music and Maverick City, all these different people. That's a huge genre right now, and it makes a lot of money now, and it gets, you know, it's a lot of downloads. When I started out with what you would call a worship sound, or more of a lighter sound. Gospel is known for what they call the bottom, the bass, the grit, and then testimonial songs going through, coming up, never would have made it, stuff like that. I was singing stuff that was just about Jesus, just about Christ, because I had went to college with predominantly white Christians, but I grew up in high school with predominantly black Christians. So God put me in the middle of, and so in my head, and then when I would go to create, you had this mush going on, and I started singing songs like Fresh Oil and Count It All Joy and, you know, stuff like that. People just worshiping me, like people didn't know what to do with that, you know, and I would do it with, you know, I would have a guy play a guitar with me. So, man, you used to see people's head almost explode. I used to walk into some of these Kojic churches, man, with a guitar, white boy David. David is a great producer now in Nashville. David Garcia, man, he used to, another one of my prodigies, man, he'd come roll in with me, and I get in front of, he's good to play, and I'd start singing, Count It All Joy, what? And all them saints would be looking like, now what we gonna do with this? What? Now you see Jonathan McReynolds and Travis Green and, you know, all these guys, and, you know, Israel and everybody, you know, it's nothing now. But so yeah, breaking down those barriers. And I would say that too. If your music is not breaking down barriers, man, if you're not taking risks, come on, man. Chances are you're probably not doing too much. So you gotta be willing to take some risks with your artistry. D-Lo, you want to say something about that too?
Man, risk is everything, man. I never forget it. I was playing with I think I was playing with Fred, and I was trying to play like his last keyboard player, and he was just like, I brought you in for you. You know what I'm saying? And I brought you in for your sound. And I had to stop looking at others and what they did with everybody. You know, even with Javen, one of his first albums, I remember Kenny Shelton did. And great album. But then even with this, he came to me for something. And so the risk taking is not really a risk. It's just being yourself. It's just now just putting yourself out there and just saying, hey, I believe in myself. I believe in my sound. I believe in who I am. I believe that what I can do. And they called me for a reason. So I've always, you know, and even Steve Harvey said it. He was just like, a parachute has no value until you jump. You know, it has no value. What I'm gonna do with a parachute in my house if I ain't jumping?
Good.
That's good.
Wow, I like that. That's good.
You know what I mean? Like, so at some point in time, we got to jump, and we have the mechanisms, we have the things inside of us. It's just now, you know, we have to nurture it, and we have to, you know, protect it. You have to, you know, keep sharpening your tool. Because on the flip side too, you know, you take a risk and you ain't ready, you know, it'll be a long
long ways down.
It'll be a long ways down, baby. So, you know, you have to be, even with him calling me, you know, he felt in his heart that, you know, I'm ready. I wasn't ready 20 years ago. I can say that. I wasn't ready, you know, 15 years ago because I didn't sharpen my tool. I was just playing the keys. I was just being live. But when I start, you know, doing more records and doing this, and now people saying, okay, now we need this, we need that. And so sharpen your tool once your tool is sharp, then make the necessary risk. And trust me, you're gonna be on top.
That's good.
Well said. Well
I like that. I like that. I just want to insert a new link, a revised link is in the chat for the pre-order. So check out Javen's second link there, and it's good to go. It's good to go. Now there's a question in the chat, Javen, and I'm pretty certain you know who this person is, but I'm gonna let you answer it. The question says, who is your favorite sister?
I have 5 sisters, y'all.
Don't get in trouble is all I'm saying.
And
Don't get in trouble.
Coming up. So I will absolutely, unequivocally say all 5 of my sisters are my favorite sisters.
You are smart. You are very smart.
Sylvia, Sonia, Tanya, and Lucretia. All 5 of them. I love them dearly. They are my heart. I love my family. I have a huge family. I have 12 brothers and sisters. 2 have gone on to be with the Lord. The rest of us are still here. And some of them live in Georgia and other places. But man, we have one of the most closest, tight-knit. I wrote a song on my Believer album years ago called Sunday Morning. Go find that song, Sunday Morning. And you'll hear the whole story of my family in that song. I wish it was Sunday morning. But yeah, all my sisters are my favorite sisters.
I love that. I love that. I felt like you were going to get in trouble had you singled out just one. I'm just saying. So you chose wisely. You chose all 5 of them.
No.
I love that.
They're all good.
So speaking of favorites, now your list of artists and celebrities that you have worked with over the years. Tell us, let's go back to young Javen. Who were some of the people or artists that were your favorites growing up as a kid?
BB and CC. That was easy.
Okay. That's it? That's it? It's BB and CC?
Well, as far as working with or who I've met or been around.
No. Who did young Javen like to listen to?
Oh, I was, so I'm number 12 out of 13. So you know how it is. You like what your big brothers and big sisters like. So I had a brother, my brother John, who is my hero. He had a huge love for music, and this is in the LP days. Okay, so I know folks out there don't know what LPs are, but go look it up. Go chat GPT what an LP is.
Don't tell your age now.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
He's definitely telling his age.
Yes. So I'm from the LP days. When I came around, that's what was being played. So my brother would have like these stacks and stacks of LPs, which I wish to God I would have kept them or got them somewhere. I would cherish those things right now. Anyways, he too had a love for a diversity of music. So I ended up liking a lot of stuff that he liked. So that included anything Hawkins. So Love Alive, Hawkins Family. Hawkins Family album is still one of my favorites. Going to a place where there be no more dying.
I love it.
Philip Bailey was the MC. He opens the album.
Yes.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hawkins. See, I can hear that right now. That's a classic for me. Of course, Andre Crouch. Now, I'm more new school Andre Crouch, not necessarily the Disciples back in the day, but I would say Danny Bell Hall, and when he comes with them, then Tata Vega, that Andre Crouch, that Disciples, that I'm very huge. I was a huge Tommy, Milton Brunson, and Thompson Community Choir. I was blown away because I had met Snoopy. And hung out with Snoopy for a little while, ready and whatnot. And then I go back and I look at a video and I see Snoopy. I'm like, Snoopy.
She's on the videos. She was there.
Like, yeah, yeah, man. I was a huge Tommy's fan. Thomas Whitfield. A lot of people don't know about Thomas Whitfield. The maestro. He's the one that produced Vanessa Bell Armstrong's first 2 albums, man. We were crazy about Vanessa Bell Armstrong. Vanessa Bell Armstrong first came out and started doing the riffs and whatnot. Nobody had heard singing like that before. Our minds was blown. And then, of course, you can't leave out the Winans. You can't leave out the Clock Sisters. You can't leave out Commission. Okay, Commission, Skinny Fred.
Got to put them in there.
You just, that's just sweet music to your ears. But also, we was listening to stuff like Imperials. Now I'm gonna get on the CCM side. Y'all ain't gonna know some of these people, but the Imperials, Russell Tabb, Amy Grant. Lana Harris was on that side. Babby Mason. These people are black, but they was on the CCM side. Babby Mason was on that side. So just people like that. First Call was a group that became a group because they were like the three singers that Nashville called all the time to do BGVs for all the artists. They were so quick, they were so good, they were so smooth that they became a group, and they were called First Call because they were the first singers that everybody would call to do BGVs. If you go find one of their old albums, of course, Take 6, Michael English, yeah, I go on and on.
Man,
I was a church baby.
Like you said, you're 13.
I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, hey, that's fair. That's fair. That is fair. True. And again, you're number 12 of 13. So that part, going down the list of what everybody else, you listen to what the house was listening to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. All right, the comments are coming in. We got some people that have already gone to pre-order. We thank you for that. Again, share it out, share that link, send it to 4, 5, 6 of your cousins, your aunt, your uncles, your church family. Listen, send it to your church family. They need a blessing on tonight, right? Send it to your church family. But again, this is a song that I believe is going to expand and push and go super far. I was looking for another word, but super far. We got it right there. I was looking for a word and it didn't come to me. So let's go with super far.
Super far work. Super far work.
It is truly going to bless the masses.
This is really a song that that works for your praise team. Like this is a great banger, and it's easy. It's very easy to sing.
Yes, it is. And once you hear it a couple of times, listen, you're going to be just like I can hear the instrumental in the background and I'm constantly, bopping over here. But to me, being in radio for, I don't know maybe 14 years now, that's one of the indicators of not just me. I mean, because I like something doesn't mean that the people, will like it.
Right.
But, but like Dietrich said, it's singable. And that's what we look for to kind of galvanize our listenership, into what we're playing. So it has to be, a balance of things. And the words that from the lyrics that I was listening to, for some reason, I just hadn't heard that, but I guess it was necessary. It was meant for me to hear it tonight. The Get Ready for Victory, where pain once stood. There are a lot of people that are hurting. A lot of people that have already gone through something and they haven't quite rebounded yet. But through this song, I believe that through the lyrics and through your presentation, your listening ear, you being intentional as to how you were going into the studio and the things that you did in its immediate situation, voice notes, treadmill, get it to D-Lo, put it together, contact Dietrich, let's see. And now we're here for a time such as this. The listening party for no turning back.
I feel so good, man. I can't believe in just a few hours, the world will get a chance to experience and replay and play and put it on their playlist and put it as part of their workout, thing like what I do. I try to use when I work out. I'll be able to listen to it, on my playlist because, I just use the iTunes. So I already bought it on my iTunes and then I put it on my favorite. So I'm excited to be able to do that. But even as you were talking, the line you're talking about is from the second verse. And we were talking about this earlier because PK, I recorded the vocals for this in his studio. What's the name of your studio, PK?
Okay. Hitmaker Factory.
Hitmaker Factory. Yeah, that studio behind him. I recorded the lead in his studio in Miami. And one of the things he said to me as his pastor, man, he's like, hey, pastor, I was trying to work out the schedule. A lot of times in studios you can't get in. He's like, pastor, it's an honor to have you come. Hey, anytime you need, just call me. If I can make it work, he was so gracious. And that's how you know God is in a project. It's because everybody you call, they're like, let's D-Lo, let's Dietrich, let's go, PK, let's go. And another guy I just want to shout out is Patrick Bolton, over in California, in LA. And he's my guy that I use a lot of time for choir. So a lot of projects that we've worked on in the past with different secular artists where they needed a choir, the Grammys, the American Music Awards, all that kind of stuff. I get called in to produce a lot of that kind of stuff, the show The Voice. I'll call Patrick and the singers out there in LA, and there's a group of them that I use constantly. And so now it's funny, and I wasn't even recording back then, but it's like when it was time to record and put together, because I knew I wanted a big choir on this. I called Patrick and I was like, man, here's the thing. And so he took it to the studio over there in LA. So picture LA, Atlanta, Florida, you know what I'm saying? South LA, North LA, and we're all in different studios coming together to create a masterpiece. And that's just what this is. You're talking about a song that was with the mixer. What is his name? Mauricio. Mauricio is a Grammy award-winning engineer that I met on the set of Little Women's Christmas, which was the movie I did 2 years ago with Gladys Knight. He was the one I did a song with her, and that's how I met him. He ends up producing this song. Mixing this song. So it's just been amazing how that God, every step by step, but you got to shout out the people that helped you get here. And I can just tell you, this song is a bona fide hit. If this song is not nominated for a Stellar or for a Grammy or something, trust me, somebody missed the mark. This is a banger. It's a hit, and y'all need to help us make it a hit. Y'all need to download it. Yeah. Y'all need to tell everybody to download it, and they're not gonna regret it. It's a banger.
Question 2: Is there? I don't know if you said it tonight, but I want to make sure. Is there a specific testimony attached to this particular record? An event that took place in your life where either you felt like turning back or something to that nature, I would guess.
Well, the second verse, to Amber's point, because I got to give anybody credit, but to Amber's point, that line she was talking about, what is the line of Amber? Victory, where pain once stood. Get
ready. Yeah, get ready for victory where your pain once stood.
I think I actually wrote that line in the studio, PK. I think I actually wrote, because that's the thing about writing. Sometimes when you go to sing it, you don't like the way it's singing, and so you realize that's not going to work. So that's the second verse. In that second verse, I can't remember what was going on, and I don't want to get political or any of that kind of stuff. But let's face it, the type of political environment that we have been in, there is a lot of hopelessness. There is a lot of pressure. You have horrible healthcare right now. You have horrible prices for anything. Whether it's gas or grocery stores or trying to buy a house. Anything. It's almost unaffordable to live, and should be the most affordable nation in the world. And that's where that second verse comes from, because as a pastor, you feel the pressure of not only what you're going through, but what everybody else is going through. You see the prayer requests. So that's when I start putting pen to paper, and I said, people are losing hope, searching for a sign. Then I turn it back to the listener, but it's good to know that you're God's design. All things, Romans 8:28, all things working together, and it's for your good. Get ready for victory where pain once stood. That's where that comes from.
That's right.
I'm about to run. Y'all stop asking me these questions that make me free.
We need to tell him how many times you sung certain parts over to you. He's a perfectionist, guys. I'm telling y'all. Pastor Javen said, nah, don't do it again. I'll be like, okay. Especially that end part, take it.
Get it right. Listen. Get it right. And I'll come back, right, PK? I'll come back.
Yeah.
I'll come back. I'll go home, listen to something, Amber. I'll be like, nah, this ain't it.
This ain't it. Gonna do it again. Come back. We
gotta do it again.
So I'm telling y'all enjoy this because Javen has put in the work. Yeah. So yeah, it's a guarantee.
Yeah, it took me a minute. Amber asked me, or somebody asked me, Patrice, one of the radio DJs. She's like, how does it feel coming back? I was like, it's a lot of work, because you got to find your voice again. That's the other thing. You got to find your whatever that is. You got to find that light in the bottle, because if it's not there when you get in front of that mic, it's just not right. It's just not right. And if you're not in that space a lot, it can be very intimidating, finding your groove in the studio and in front of a mic. And it took a while to figure that out with some of these songs. But if you're the professional that I am, you do what you got to do.
Yeah,
You got to
love it. Well, I'm glad you showed up and you did what you had to do. No Turning Back is Javen's soon to be released single. It's already at radio. It's starting to circulate, and the chat has already started to pre-order, but it's going to be officially available tonight. Well, midnight.
Yes,
Technically, it's tomorrow.
2 hours and 33 minutes. It's not
all my East Coast. Yeah.
You're East Coast.
So on my East Coast, listen, it's almost time. So if you want to just wait until, and I understand there may be some connection that you want to get it and you don't want to pre-order. I got it. Totally understand. But just know that it's going to be available in just a few short hours. We want you to get on the train, as they say. Get on the train, get behind the song. So many of you are in the chat, and there have been so many that have come through the chat since we've been on. So we definitely appreciate all of you for being here. And your Now Church, are the people that are in the chat, from what you can see, Javen, are some of these individuals from your Now Church?
Yeah, I see Elder Charlton. He said, I got mine. I see Elder Charlton.
Okay.
And then I see a couple of others that were there earlier. I don't know if they're still there.
Gotcha.
But I've been talking so much, I haven't been seen. And then everybody got these these different names for their
the handles. The handles. They got their handles.
Now Church or not, but Amy, I see Amy, and then I see Spencer. Spencer's an old friend of mine. Spencer's a friend from high school. He's a DJ.
Nice.
Here, Spencer, we are gonna do a video. We are gonna do a video. I just haven't had time to do it, but we are gonna do it. And guys, listen, I don't want to keep you all. Y'all did a great job. Thank y'all so much for doing this with me. This was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun.
Listen, get you talking for all of the talking ahead. So all of the talking, and not that you have an issue with talking at all, but just saying, it gets you in the groove of everything. So yeah, definitely. Yeah. But listen, it's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, y'all are the perfect hosts too. Elder Gary,
thank you.
Olga, I see her from Now Church. Yeah, I see some Now
Church.
Yeah, y'all were the perfect combo. It was like, who do I want to get to host this? I was like, yeah, let's get Amber, let's get people. And y'all were the perfect duo. We have to do it again when we release something else.
Yes,
I want to thank everybody. So this is the first project that's coming out in the fall. Be on the lookout for that. Some great music. Like I said, a duet on there with me and Dietrich. Great song. He knows my name. That's the hook to that song, me and Dietrich. Boy, it is a banger. And then I do a song with my alma mater, the Voices of Lee, a song called Peace. Beautiful song, 8-part harmony. That's going to be on that album. One of the first songs I wrote, God is Good. God is Good. I wrote that in tears. It's hard to know God is good when you're in so much pain, and God gave me revelation on that. And so there's a ballad that talks about God is good. This album is just, it's my love letter back to anybody that's ever struggled. It's my love letter back to anybody that has had your heart broken. You've had tremendous loss. If you felt like you struggled with your hope, and just your faith, just because life started life. I didn't feel like I was a target or anything. I just felt like, it was just my time to go through whatever it was that I needed to go through. You do when you go through stuff. That and I talk about this in the book, which comes out next year, but I learned a whole new revelation of faith, listening to the instructions of God, and when you do that, you can get through anything. And so that's what this album is. This album is a lullaby to faith, how to get through some really tough scenarios. And what better single to start with than to make a decision to follow Jesus, and whatever you do, don't go back.
That's right. Love that. Great way to end tonight. And listen, you already know the things, everybody. You guys know what to do, and we are going to make this go all the way to the top.
Add it to your playlist. Give it to all the DJs share it to all the radio stations.
Yes, y'all got to do that for real. You got to. Hey, Amber, that matters, right? If you request it to the radio station, right?
I mean, make the request known to to the stations and things like that. Also, compounded with that, or in addition to, once it becomes the digital hit and all of that, you know, you kind of have both spaces. You got both spaces working, and it becomes an undeniable, you know, need to, well, this is what we got to do, because over here, you know, it's blowing up over here, or it has blown up over here, you know, and radio doesn't want to be left out of things. So, you know, and then of course with the people's help, calling, requesting, yeah, everything
Amber
goes, everything works together.
She's my radio publicist. And again, this is what it takes for a team. You know, you can't do anything by yourself. And when I was asking for who is the right team to be a part of that, she was highly recommended from Bill. If I said Bill,
love Bill.
Bill, and me and Amber talked earlier last year, I think, and you know, we had what we thought was the right song. It's like, nah. And then I circle back around, and so I'm grateful for you, Amber. Of course, PK, you know I'm grateful for you, but it does take a good team. So y'all reach out to Amber if you have a connection with radio and interviews and things like that. We can get you situated. You can DM me, and then I can connect you with her. My god sister, Pastor Chiquita Jones, talking about "In Christ Alone." That was one of my first songs from way back. We come a long way since Christ Alone. That was when I used to cover tunes. I used to do karaoke. That was a Michael English song that I recorded it. Thank God we write our own songs now.
I want to add to that, Pastor Javen. Amber, you let me know what radio stations love this record, because I got to bring Javen in so we can make some radio drops, so we can send it to them.
That's good.
Well, listen, I will definitely let you know that. But we don't have to wait. I can actually reach out to many of them, and they'll shoot me scripts back, and then you guys can take it from there. Yeah,
let's get it. Bishop Jones, I see you. Love you, sir. Everybody, thank y'all. I really appreciate that. This means a lot. I didn't know if anybody would even show up. Didn't know if anybody still cared to hear me sing. Didn't know if we still had something to offer. But I'm really, really grateful. And my prayer is that you all will download this project wherever you get digital music. And even if you're not digitally savvy, get it to your kids, get it to your grandkids. I promise you, your children will love it. Our young adult group, I couldn't even sing the song. They were having a little bit of problems they was having some technical difficulties on Monday night and trying to sing before getting the track started. And before the track could even start, the kids was already doing the dance, and they was already hitting the beat. And I left them in there jamming. So this will be a great song for your youth, for your young adults, for your grandchildren, for your children. Grab it, put your children back with their minds with Jesus. Put folks back. Amen. Let's turn people back to Jesus. Even though it's a fun song and all the dance, but the message is the important thing. Follow Jesus. Follow Jesus. You know, that's what it's all about. Put your eyes back on Jesus. And like the woman with the issue of blood, if I just touch the hem of his garment, you see, if I can just get close to God, I know I'll be all right. So that's what we're doing. We're pointing everybody back to Jesus. We're having fun doing it. We're doing it in a musical way and whatnot. But it's like, put your eyes back on Jesus. Thanks everybody. I've been seeing different ones saying they got theirs. Thank y'all so much.
I've been seeing them.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, before we go, I know a lot of people already know who you are and things like that, but if there's someone who is on any of these platforms that, you know, are meeting you for the very first time, give them all of the other socials. They might just be on one specific. So connect them with you, your website, all of those things.
Everywhere, all social media platform for me is at Javen Online, JAVENONLINE, Javen Online. That is the Facebook, that's YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and then that's the website, JavenOnline.com. The other side is, of course, my Now Church family. So our Now Church family platform is Now Church FL. Now Church FL, same thing. Instagram, Twitter, the Now Church, the website Now Church FL, and you all are always welcome to come to church. If you're in the South Florida area, we are in the Davie area, and we now just took over what used to be my dad's old church way back in the day. Now Church Hollandale, Church of God, used to be Church of God, and we just rebranded it to Now Church Hollandale, and great church, and we're getting that built out and built up, and just doing some great things for the kingdom of God. We're very, very excited about all the things that God is doing. Once we're doing also a building out in Davie that we're looking to purchase. But once, I can't wait till our facilities are all up and running, because you're talking concerts, you're talking worship concerts, you're talking bless the mic nights. You know, I believe in sharing the stage.
Oh, I like that.
Covering artists. You know, just South Florida needs a culture of supporting. Right now, everybody just plays for money, play for pay, and all that stuff. But that's not going to cultivate real artists. You got to be able to have a stage that you can go. I didn't have a stage when I first started, and I'll close with this, and maybe we can close out with the song. But when I first started, man, I had to go to Barnes and Noble. I'm telling the truth. I had to sing in Barnes and Noble. I had to sing in Starbucks, and what was the other bookstore? Boardwalk. Remember Boardwalk bookstores? The way back in the day, whenever it was called, it was Barnes and Noble.
Borders.
Yes.
Borders.
So the folks know I'm not lying. Borders bookstores.
Borders.
All around
Yeah.
the Tampa Bay area. I was singing in all those places, y'all. I was singing cover tunes, BB Winans, Michael, and then I started writing my own stuff, and I was out there singing. I'm a strong believer in building your own stage. And now that I'm in the position that I'm in, I want to give people a platform to be able to do that. Hip hop never gets the credit it deserves. PK is a phenomenal artist. He can definitely testify to that. A lot of churches don't, sometimes they don't want to hear the hip hop music. They don't want us to come in there with jeans on. They want us to wear suits, and they want us to be all this stuff. That God is not one thing. God is suits. Amen. God is hats. God is stockings. God is all that dress up stuff. But God is also jeans, t-shirts, and tank tops and shorts and all this other stuff too. God is all of that stuff. And so we want to provide, Now Church is about that. It's about the now. It's about providing, and that doesn't take away from none of the spirituality. We are spirit strong. The Holy Spirit moves at Now Church. The evidence of speaking in tongues, the whole 9 yards. But we believe that the approach has to be for the now, for folks that are looking and need to be able to just come to church and can't jump through all them cultural hoops and religious hoops. So we're excited. I went way longer than I was expecting to do it. Let me shut up.
That's okay.
Okay.
It was necessary. It's all
I'm
good.
done.
It was necessary. It's
We're
all
getting to know
good.
you as an artist. Yes, love it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Well, listen, this has been fun. This has been great. I'm glad to be here with you all. Listen, PK, was wonderful to meet you, sir. Glad Dietrich was able to jump on.
Too, man, but
D-Lo
we
jumped
gonna do
on
it
and-
again. Yes.
Yes, indeed. Let's do it again. All right. So, Javen, are we doing the formalities? You praying us out of this thing, or what? So, what we doing?
Play us out. Tell JP play the song.
Okay. There you go. We're gonna play it out. Bye,
Good
guys.
night, everybody. Go get that record.
Go get it. No turning back. Pre-order. Link is in the chat.
The world is broken. Truth is drowned by lies. Every word that's spoken. But darkness has to fade when we call his name. Let's lift Jesus high. Things are about to change. Yeah, I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. No, no. No turning and I can't take it away from me.